Hi, this is Karthik Raja and this is Anglo Radio channel. In this video, we are going to discuss about CSS topics. And first of all, a very crucial thing in CSS which will be used across main applications or an important thing is flex layout. So in this video, first we are going to cover flex related topics. So first, even in flex, first we are going to see about flex is to 0 0 auto. So what this means? So when I was into Anglo development and particularly into those CSS things, I did not know what even this means. What I thought is this is some inbuilt code that comes from flex design as soon as we have added bootstrap, but it is not the thing. And actually what this is very important thing, it decides many things inside the flex layout. So when you understand those things, you can when you work in design, it will be very easy for you. So what is flex 0 0 auto? So definition is flex is to grow, shrink and basis. So grow, it decides whether it can take extra space or not. Shrink, it decides whether the div for which the flex is going to be applied can shrink or not. And basis is almost like width, right? So what the flex 0 0 auto means is 0 and 1. It is almost like a boolean thing. So 0 means false, 1 means true. So in flex 0 0 auto means 0 false, it cannot grow, and again next 0, it cannot shrink. Auto, so auto, whatever the width you are going to apply. For example, there is a container and within the container there are 3 div. Let us name it ABC. So for A you are going to apply 200 pixel width. So the container will be will have a fixed 200 pixel width irrespective of the container shrink or grows. Okay, so this is the thing mainly. And we are going to see the variations in the flex thing. So when I was into variations, I thought whether is there anything like a flex 001, flex 002, but that is very wrong, and there is nothing like a flex 001 or 002. Only thing there is, for example, as I said, basis is almost like width. So for width you cannot just put 1 or 2, right? Width, for example, you can put 100 pixel. So there is something called like flex 00 100 pixel, flex 001 rem. So those kind of things. So when you write flex 00 100 pixel, it overwrites the width you have defined it in for the div A. For example, if I have written for div A, I have written the width 200 pixel, but I have overwritten it in flex, right? Flex 100 pixel. So only the 100 pixel is going to take, right? You can I think you can try some scroll or something to see the entire width of div A. So next, as I said, it is almost like a boolean, and there are flex of 1 auto or 10 auto, which means based on whether you are going to allow grow or shrink, etc. And other common thing is flex just flex 1 or 2. What is this flex 1 or 2? 1, just flex 2. For as I said, there is a container and there are 3 divs inside the container, just like A, B, C. And for A I am applying flex 2, for B I am applying flex 1, and for C I am applying flex 1. So what will happen here is A will take 2 times the width of A, right? For example, the container is 400 pixels. A is going to take 200 pixel width, B is going to take 100 pixel width, and C is going to take 100 pixel width. So that is the meaning of this. So what are some real world applications? Logo. For logo you will be using flex 00 auto, because whatever the width you have defined for logo, that is going to be, and it cannot shrink or grow, right? And then sidebar. For sidebar you may use a flex 00, same auto, or even 200 some pixel you can add, right? And the thing I said last, just flex is to 1, which means flex is to the basis alone, so that you can use in card like designs. So flex 1 basically means flex grow is to 1, flex shrink is to 1, and flex basis 0%. So it will allow grow, it will allow shrink, and basis 0% means starts from 0 size, right? So flex 1 is basically used to share space evenly and take equal space of leftover space. So that is what a flex 1 means. Flex base is, if you want to write separately, you can also declare separately for a given class, CSS class. So coming into the basic flex layout, so very first thing we will declare, or sometimes we won't declare, it will take by default, is flex direction row. So flex direction row is the default one. So what a flex direction row means, it will assign divs, assign whatever the div inside the container you put. For example, ABC, it will assign like a row from left to right, okay. Then it will come for second row. So that is what a flex direction row, and it is the default one. So default, that is what we needed, right? So then next there will be a flex direction column. So what flex direction column will do is, it is the opposite of flex direction row. It will go from top to right, okay. So as we see in a column in a table, top to right, then it will go for second column. So that kind of thing is flex direction column. Also we have a row reverse and a row column reverse. Row reverse is right to left, column reverse is bottom to top, okay. So that is all about flex direction. Okay, then now we are going to see about justify content. So by default, justify content will be flex start. So what is flex start means, for example, same ABC is there within a container, and what will happen is, all the ABC will be in the start of the container, right? In leftmost corner, all ABC will be there. Justify center means all the 3 ABC will be in the center of the container. For example, if container is 1000 pixel and each ABC is some 100 pixel, all the 3 will be in center, leaving some 350 pixel to the left side and 350 pixel to the right side, okay. So flex end means same like all the three will be in the end at the rightmost corner of the container. If the flex direction is column, what will happen, that you have to understand, right? Whatever flex direction is column, then it will be happening in with consideration to the column thing, right? Okay. Then next, justify content space between. So what is justify content space between is two, I have said three, right? So ABC, A will be in the leftmost corner, B will be in the center, and C will be in the rightmost corner. What it will do is maximum space between each. So that is what space between will do, and space around. So what space around will do is it will also have space in the edges. For example, from the start of the container, some 100 pixel, then A, then 200 pixel, then B, then distance between B to C will be some 200 pixel, then after C some 100 pixel, right? That is it will space between ABC will be 200 pixel. Also the space between A to the container, start of the container, there also space will be there. When we see about space between, there will be no space between A and the start of the container, right? Space evenly. So space evenly is even space from start of container and also between each div. 100 pixel from A, right? It will happen like 150 pixel from start of container between start of container and A, then 150 pixel A to B, 150 pixel B to C, and then C to the rightmost corner 150 pixel. So this is what space evenly means. So as we saw, the justify content, it is for row thing and for column thing in the flex direction row itself. Even in the flex direction row, you have both row and column, right? So justify content is for row thing, and for column thing we have align items. Actually we don't say row and column, we will say main axis and cross axis. In row is the main axis, column is the cross axis, and justify content is for main axis, align items is for column axis, what is that, cross axis. So in for align items, if you see, we have align item stretch, flex start, center and flex end. So what is the difference between each is, in case there is no natural width, natural height for ABC, as we see the same example, in a container there are 3 div A, B, C. So for example, if there are no natural width, we have declared, we have not defined any, we have not declared any height for ABC. Stretch, what will happen is, if the container height is 90 pixel, all ABC each will take 90 pixel as the height. Okay. So under flex start, align item center, flex end, they will have a height according to the font, padding, etc. you have declared within the div, right? For example, in my example, the height was 22 pixel, right? So flex start, it will be having the columns, this is default, right? So all ABC, it will be in the very first row. Align item center, for example, align items center is if the container height is 90 pixel, it all the three ABC, it will be in the center of the vertical. It is almost like a vertical middle, right? Then flex end, it is almost like having all those ABC in the last row. Okay, that is what flex end means. And now I have declared height for A is 90 pixel, height for B is 50 pixel, height for C is 20 pixel. Okay, so what will happen is all ABC will start from the first row even for stretch and flex start, but only A will have the entire container width, entire container height, B will not have, and C it will just flex start and flex stretch. In this situation it will look same, exact same. Okay, there will be no difference when you have declared height for each div. Only center you will see the difference. B and C will be vertically middle. Then last flex end, so flex end also you will see difference. For example, A will start from column row 1 to row 3 height, in terms of height. B will start from row 2 to row 3. C it will be in just in row 3. Okay, so you will be getting these kind of things in case of align items. So if you want ABC in the exact center of the container, you can use justify content center and align item center. Okay, then next we are going to see about align content. Okay, align items is different, align content is different. So align items is you are defining where to align the items, right? Align content is it can be only used when you have declared flex wrap. Okay, so what is flex wrap and align content? For example, if take the container, it is 400 pixel and inside you have 6 div. For example, A, B, C, D, E, F, and each div is 100 pixel width. So what will happen? It is overflowing, right? You will not have space for E and F. Only for first 4 div you will have space. What will happen to the E and F? Either it will overflow or you have to use a scroll. But what you wish for is, if there is no space, you want the container, you want the div to move to the next row. So in those cases you will be using align content. So align content also there are 3 things: align content, flex start, center, space between. So align flex start is a default, and 1 2 3 will be in the first row, 4 5 6 will be in the second row. Align content center, it will be divided, it will be in 2 rows, but both 2 rows will be vertically vertically middle. Okay, space between, what space between will do? 1 2 3 will be in the first row and 4 5 6 will be in the last row. Okay, this is what align content is going to do. So next we are going to see about align self. Okay, so what align self is used for? Align self is used to declare align thing for one specific div. Okay, one specific div or one or more specific div. But for the container you have declared align items center or align items flex start. Flex start is default. For example, if there are 3 div A, B, C and you have declared align item flex start, what will happen? All 1 2 3 will be in the first row, but for a B alone I have declared align self flex end. What will happen? 1 and 2 it will be in the first row, 2 will be in the last one. Okay, so 2 goes to the bottom. This is what align self is used for. In Flexbox there is also one more important property called order. For example, as I said ABC, but in CSS I am declaring order for A is 2, B is 3 and C is 1. So how it will be displayed? C A B, this is how it is going to get displayed. So this is the property of order. Mostly we won't be using this, but maybe for mobile kind of things it may be useful. You can also use negative values, so smaller one comes first. So at last we are going to see about display inline flex. So what is the difference between display inline flex and flex is? So flex automatically when you declare flex it is going to take the fill width, right? It will always almost behave like a block, because that also takes a fill width. Okay, flex real world where we will be using is navbar, layout, sections. Inline flex, it behaves inline, takes content with, for example, chips, patches, icon flex, text button. Okay, this is how they will tell a definition. But will it be understandable for us? Okay, no, it is not understandable for us. You have to work out on your own and see. It is very simple. Declare 3 div inside a container. Declare one for flex and one for inline flex and see the difference, right? Just reading definitions, it will never work out. At least no. I will tell an example. If the first 3 divs, for example, in a container there are 3 divs A, B, C, and each div is 100 pixel. But if you see the flex box, it will take the fill width of the entire row. Entire row is 1000 pixel. The flex box will have all the 1000 pixel width. Okay, but inline flex, it will take only 300 pixel as the entire width. Okay, this is the difference between flex and inline flex. So what I thought was I can declare a width for flex, and so what will happen? It will also look like inline flex. Then there is no use of inline flex. That is what I thought. But what I thought was wrong. And what the actual thing is, for example, if there is hello Flexbox world, okay. So in the Flexbox I am writing using a display flex. How it will display is hello will be in the first row, second row Flexbox, because even though you have declared 200 pixel, it will take the entire row, and in the third row you will be having hello world. So this is how you will visually see. In case of inline flex, what will happen is hello Flexbox, hello inline flex world. Okay, all the 3 words it will be in the same line. So this is the difference between flex and inline flex. Okay, so that is all about flex things. There may be some more things, but this is what I have covered. Thank you very much. In next videos we can discuss about other CSS properties, and after that some HTML interview questions, and after that we can full-fledgedly move into Angular things.